Should I wait to buy? Should I wait to sell? These are the two big questions that everybody's asking us right now. This is Jonathan Casals from Family Tree Lending and Realty. My wife is not with me today, so I'm going on my own. But I have a lot of people that are asking me these questions. And so what's going on with the market? What's really driving everything in the directions that they're going? One of the main things, obviously, in the last 6-8 months, we've seen interest rates go up dramatically. The Fed has taken on the task of trying to tackle inflation, and while they're doing that, they're going to continue to raise rates and raise rates until they can see that inflation is under control. So with that in mind, as rates have gone up, what's happening to home prices? People are obviously not being able to qualify for what they used to qualify for. Now people that were qualifying for $500,000, $600,000 are now looking to qualify for $300,000 and $400,000 in a very short period of time. Lots of changes have happened. So what's happening to everybody that's listing their houses right now? Well, as people used to list their houses for the amounts that they knew that they could get, since there was a lot of buyers out there, a lot of people competing for the same houses, they used to be able to expect $40,000 and $50,000 over asking price. That's no longer the case. Now that there are fewer qualified buyers at those higher levels, what's happening is that people are needing to bring their home prices down to a point where they can reach an equilibrium. So as more people are having to qualify at a lower level, those home prices are needing to start coming down. So what we've seen is a lot of people on the market that have had their houses listed for longer periods of time, waiting to get that one buyer that is able to get it. So a lot of people are trying to go that route of saying, let me just keep it on the market a little bit longer. Is that really the smartest thing to do? Not necessarily. What we're seeing is that right now, if you really want to sell your house, you need to price it aggressively, because what your house is worth right now is not what it's going to be worth in 3 or 4 months from now. As we see those rates continue to go up, as I mentioned, the Fed, that's their main target right now, to control inflation. We're going to see that less people are going to be able to qualify at those higher prices. So as those interest rates go higher, less people are going to be able to qualify at those prices. So it's very important that if you're looking to sell right now, that you price your house aggressively and be ready for people coming in now. Before, when 6 months ago, 8 months ago, it was a seller's market. Now it's a buyer's market. You're going to need to be able to come to the table with something to be able to entice the buyers, something that's going to be able to help buyers qualify for your particular house. And you need to be flexible with your price. You need to be flexible with allowing the buyers to come to you and be able to get assistance in either 1, closing costs, or 2, possibly a rate buy down. The 2-1 buy down is very, very big right now. A lot of people are needing to qualify at that higher rate, but the 2-1 buy down is allowing you to be able to get a lower interest rate for that first year. And then the second year, you're going to be able to get a 1% difference, and then on that third year, it goes up to the note rate. But that's a lot of savings for buyers right now. Not that they're going to be able to qualify at that rate, it just is a little bit of a savings for them. So these are things that as a seller, you need to consider right now. As a buyer, I have a lot of buyers that are saying, well, how about if I wait 6 months from now? Maybe houses are going to be cheaper. Yes, they potentially, very likely can be. I know right now is the winter season. Typically, historically, the months of October, November, December are your prime times when you want to buy, because that's the slow period in the market. You have people that are not wanting to move during the middle of the year. You have people that are not wanting to buy right now because the holidays are right around the corner. People's taxes are going to be coming up, and they're going to wait for a refund from the government. So right now, this middle season, they're not wanting to go out. It's dark when they get out to work. There's not as much flowers that are in bloom. And so what's going to happen? There's fewer buyers on the market. But you know what? As there's fewer buyers in the market, sellers have less people that are offering deals for them, putting in offers on their homes. And so what happens is they're willing to concede a lot more during this time right now, October, November, December. But even besides that, just the fact that rates are high right now, and they're probably going to continue to go higher as energy prices, fuel prices continue to go higher, that inflation rate is probably going to continue to go higher. And as that continues to go higher, the Fed's going to continue to try to tackle inflation and continue to raise those rates. So even if home prices come down over the next 6 months, mortgage rates are going to continue to go higher. And just as it happened with the previous 6-8 months, where rates went higher and your buying power went down, same thing is going to happen right now. So I would encourage you as a buyer, don't wait those extra 6-8 months to see what home prices are going to do. Right now is the prime time to do that. One of the things that I like to, like I told you guys right from the beginning, we're always going to try to encourage you guys some way with a biblical principle that we've applied in our lives. I like a passage in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1, and it says, "For everything there is a season, a time for every activity under the sun." And then in verse 15 it says, "What is happening now has happened before, and what will happen in the future has happened before, because God makes the same things happen over and over again." So one of the things that I like to remind myself as I'm going through life, whenever something comes up, whenever we go through challenges, whenever we go through seasons of great abundance, everything is a season. The Lord has allowed for life to work in this way. And we have to learn to see everything as a season. If we're going through hard times right now, remember, this is a season. If you're going through abundant times right now, remember, this is a season. And knowing that this is a season, we need to learn to plan accordingly. We need to prepare now for upcoming seasons. And so right now, if this is a season where things are difficult for you, or you're saying, I don't know, I missed my opportunity to sell, I could have gotten a lot more, or you know what, mortgage rates were lower, I missed out on that, it's okay. Don't worry about those things. You are where you are right now, and you need to prepare for the next season, because you know what? It'll come back around again. So that's one of the things that have always encouraged me. We don't know how long these seasons are. I can't tell you, oh, just wait 6 months because it's all going to be back to normal. You don't know that. We don't know how to time these seasons or the markets. But everything is cyclical, everything is a season. So what do? If you don't know how long the season's going to be, you take advantage of what you have right now, and you prepare yourself for the next season. Beyond that, there's nothing that you really can do but trust in the Lord and prepare. So again, this is Jonathan with Family Tree Lending and Family Tree Realty. Thank you so much for your time. Over the next couple of weeks, I'll look forward to having my wife back with me again. And I look forward to your comments and your questions. We want to be able to answer these for you and prepare you for what's coming up. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.